And I'll do the Spanish one after.
Just tell us what you can.
Okay. It's Lieutenant Dan McGrath, McGrath. Just before 10 o'clock this morning, received a phone call that several people came over to clean a residence, and they found an elderly female, about 70 years old, deceased inside a residence, and the residence appears to be ransacked. There are some obvious signs that she is a victim of a homicide. Anytime anybody, especially an elderly person, is killed in their own house, this is a major concern. This is going to be a priority investigation for us. We'll probably be here into the evening hours with our crime scene investigation people. It's a lot of processing involved because there's been a substantial number of things that have been touched. So we don't know if we're going to get fingerprints or DNA, and that's going to be very methodical, slow, time-consuming. So if anybody does live here in the area and notice anybody unusual or knows of anybody unusual that lives in the complex, please call us or call Crime Stoppers. We do have, we're going door to door. We're checking some surveillance video. There's only one way in and out, so we know she was out yesterday afternoon. So it's a slow, methodical process, but we've been very successful with solving homicides. This might take a little while, but we are gonna stop at no end to find out what happened to this poor woman inside her own house.
She lives by herself?
Yes.
Do we know how often this cleaning company stops by?
No, I'm not sure, but they called and scheduled this. And then they came over at a regular scheduled time and then found her and called us. So there might have been like a 10-15 minute delay because I think they were a little in shock. And then they called somebody else who came over and then called us. So.
And when you say she was out yesterday, that's as in out of the house running errands?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, and we've already confirmed that. So we know she was out and about because we're trying to put a timeline together. As when somebody lives alone, you have to figure out who saw her last, where she was. So we have that, so that's our starting point. And then as far as the cameras and the neighbors, and we're going to be out here for a substantial amount of time today and possibly tomorrow also. And we'll be up and down Mojave, and looking to see if there's anything unusual. A lot of these buildings now have cameras too, so anybody unusual on foot or in a vehicle, so if anybody lives in here, we'd like to talk to them. I don't know that's the case, but anything we can start with, we'll run it down.
Where was she found exactly?
She's found inside the house in her bedroom.
Signs of trauma, gunshots, is it known yet?
Not known yet, but there are obvious signs that she was, and I don't want to tell you specifically because obviously she has family members, and they are on the way from another state. So, I'll just tell you there's some obvious signs that she is a victim of a homicide. She was murdered in her own residence. Now, as far as whether she was suffocated, until we haven't moved her yet. So that is how slow we're going in this process.
So if the cleaning company never came, she could have been in there for days.
No. Well, we know she, and for a fact, that she went out yesterday afternoon. Okay, we've confirmed that because somebody came to do a delivery while we were here. So we backtracked that to get her buying something at that business yesterday afternoon. So sometime between yesterday afternoon and this morning at 10 o'clock is our wide range of time.
And I heard the word suffocation.
I didn't say that. That was a question. I don't know. She hasn't been moved yet. I don't see a gunshot, but I can't rule it out until she's actually moved. But it's obvious signs that all the drawers are open. Stuff's turned upside down. So there was it's been burglarized also. So this isn't this isn't a routine case for us.
Were big items taken?
I don't even know that.
Like that.
I wouldn't even know. I don't. once her family member gets here, we'll maybe be able to help us with that, because I don't know what she had. You know, if she had no computer or cell phones, or know what kind of jewelry she had or anything like that. So we're hoping that that may assist us if that is the case.
Lieutenant.